Behind Closed Doors, full narrative story written by B.A. Paris, narrated by Storyteller Audio from the outside. Jack and Grace Angel are everything a couple should be. They are the kind of couple others envy. Jack is a handsome, high-powered lawyer, charming and articulate, always dressed in sharp suits with a warm, inviting smile. He's known for defending battered women and winning every case. Grace is beautiful, poised, and elegant.
Ow.
She doesn't work, but her life seems full organizing exquisite dinner parties, tending the garden, painting, and caring for her younger sister Millie, who has Down syndrome. They live in a grand, gated house with spotless white walls, designer furniture, and a perfect garden. To anyone who meets them, they're the definition of a perfect couple. In love, in sync, in control. But inside that immaculate house, the truth is far more disturbing. Grace is a prisoner. The truth reveals itself slowly, like a shadow creeping across a sunny room. At first, Grace thought she'd found her dream man. Jack was attentive, thoughtful, protective. He doted on her and seemed to genuinely care for Millie as well. He understood how much Millie meant to her, how fiercely protective Grace was of her younger sister. That, more than anything, was what made Grace fall in love with him. They married quickly, small, beautiful ceremony. Everything was perfect, till the honeymoon. That's when the mask slipped. On the first night of their honeymoon in Thailand, Jack calmly told Grace the truth. He didn't love her. He never had. In fact, he didn't even like her. He had only pursued her because of Millie. Grace was merely the gateway to what he really wanted. Control, fear, power. He revealed his true nature. Not with rage, but with chilling calmness. He didn't beat her. He didn't scream. Jack was far worse than that. He was meticulous. He took her passport. He made her stay in the hotel room for days while he went out, locking her inside with nothing but her thoughts and a growing sense of dread. When they returned home, the house he had bought as a wedding gift revealed itself to be a carefully constructed prison. The windows had locks. The garden had high walls. The bedroom door had a keypad. He never laid a hand on her, but the psychological torture was relentless. She had no access to the outside world. Her emails were monitored. Her phone was taken. Her life was no longer her own. She had to play the role of the perfect wife, smile in public, laugh at dinner parties, dress impeccably. If she slipped up, there were consequences, not beatings, but deeper forms of cruelty. Days of isolation, deprivation, threats, and the worst part. Jack was planning for Millie to move in with them once she finished school. That was his ultimate plan. He wanted to break Grace, yes, but Millie was the one he truly wanted to dominate, to control someone more vulnerable. Someone who couldn't defend herself, someone who wouldn't be believed. For Grace, the nightmare transformed into a mission. She had to protect her sister at any cost. Escape was nearly impossible. Jack anticipated everything. Every attempt Grace made to call for help, to leave, to fight, he had already considered it. He always stayed one step ahead. But Grace started watching, listening, learning his patterns. She knew she'd get only one chance. One perfect moment to fight back. That moment came during one of Jack's many business trips. Before leaving, he made the mistake of letting Grace spend a little time with Millie. In that small window, Grace planted the seeds of a plan. She taught Millie code words. She hid messages. She carefully set a trap. Back at the house, she waited. It was dinner time. Jack poured the wine as usual, speaking softly, taunting her with details about Millie's arrival. But Grace was calm. She had crushed sleeping pills into his glass. Jack didn't notice. He never imagined she would dare. As Jack collapsed, unconscious, Grace acted. She dragged him into the red room, his private room of control, the one with no windows, soundproof walls, and heavy locks. The very room where he'd planned to hold Millie. She locked him inside, and she left. She fled the house, called the police, explained everything, every detail. When they arrived, Jack was found dead inside the red room. Not from violence, but from dehydration. The room he had built to control others had become his own tomb. Grace was free. She had saved herself. She had saved Millie. To the world, she was still the perfect wife. But behind closed doors, she had been something far greater. She had been a survivor. End of story. Stay with Storyteller Audio for more spine-chilling tales. Psychological thrillers and gripping narratives that show you the darkness hidden behind smiling faces. Let me know if you'd like a version with scene breakdowns, dialogues, or a cinematic script for voiceover.